All right, the time has come. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the pig squat routine right now. It is probably not a good idea to do it right now, but I've been thinking about it the last few days and I really want to do it. I still have jelly legs day by day now. These a single sets of 30 just completely destroy me. And so I do have this mild jelliness about my legs. So this is probably not going to be my best attempt, but it is going to be lots of reps, which is kind of what I'm after here. So this video is going to be different. It's going to be long. I'm not going to be doing a voiceover. I'm simply going to be talking when I can in between the sets, and you guys will see every set that I do here. So God, this might be a long video. Hopefully it's a long video because that means that I'll do quite well in the pig squat routine, but let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna set up the bar and then we'll get to it. So for those of you that don't know what the pig squat routine is, it's basically lots of sets. So you start with an empty bar and you do a set of 20. And then you do, so a bar is 20 kilos. Then you do 30 kilos for 19 reps. So that's a couple of fives on the bar to make 30. And then you do 40 for 18, then you do 50 for 17, and so on and so on. Eventually you get to 210 for one, if you can muster all that. Now, 210 is doable for me if I really, rest up for it and get ready for it. But when you do this much volume leading up to it, it is very difficult to do. So usually in the past, I have not done this for years, but in the past I stopped at, I want to say, what was my best? 170 for four? I can't remember. Either 170, I think I've stopped at 160 a few times. It is very difficult. Anyway, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm doing these sets of 30s all the time. And this is lots of reps, and so it's kind of right up my alley, and he's just gonna introduce a little bit of variation to me what I'm doing here. So I'm kind of excited to do it, so let's get to it. Man, I haven't done straight bar squat in a little while. That's gonna be interesting. Now you're probably thinking, why don't I just do the next set as well, which is this, straight onto it, the fives. The reason is because I've done this many times before, and you really have to pace yourself initially, because you think to yourself, oh, an empty bar for 20 is nothing, 30 is nothing, 40 is nothing, 50 is nothing. But if you cluster it, the first 4 or 5 sets, because it's light, you're gonna gas out quickly. So something that I've learned is that even with the empty bar, give yourself a bit of rest. Give yourself a few minutes at least, even though it's light and you'll be able to do heaps of, these sets back to back. The point is not to die in the first five sets. So I'm gonna give myself a couple of minutes here, and then I'll do this set of 19. Funny thing is, my quads are already bloody burning. This is gonna be a tough session. Biggest thing is here, not losing count. 40 for 18. All right, this is 50 for 17. All right, we're up to one plate now. Still feeling pretty good. The breathing isn't a problem, so clearly all the sets of 30 that I've been doing the last couple of months, or at least 1 month of the sets of 30, and then been doing 20s and 10s for a few months before that. The breathing isn't too bad, so that's a lot of reps already done, and I'm feeling pretty good. So let's see how the legs cope with the weight getting heavier. But it's a refreshing feeling knowing, like I've always felt this, the repetitions, the high reps gives me more stress. You know, I'm used to doing low repetitions. So as the sets go on, it's almost like a comforting thing to know that I only do one less rep each time. Even though the weight's going up, I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable as I progress. Obviously, there's gonna be a tipping point there where the tension, because of the weight, starts to stress me more so. But there's that middle part between, I don't know, this and I want to say 3 plates. That middle period is kind of like, it's all right. It's kind of a bit of a lull. And then obviously it gets really, really bad after that as well. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. 60 for 16. This is 70 kilos for 15 reps. So this is 80 for 14 reps. It just occurred to me that I haven't had anything on my back for months, more than 60 kilos. It's always been 60 kilos. I've been working with 60 kilos for God knows how long, more than a month now, easily. It just occurred to me, I'm like, damn, this 80 feels odd on my back. It's almost like I don't, it's almost like I've forgotten where to rack it. It's kind of weird. And also I've been using the SSB for a few weeks of that. If not that alone for a month. So yeah, uncharted territory recently for me with all of this stuff. So let's see how it goes. I suspect I'm not gonna have the top end strength. I'm suspecting. The reps feel like I feel pretty good right now. Other than the technique being a bit rusty and the feeling of it all. It's probably going to start feeling very heavy on me. Let's see, let's load up 90 for 13 now. All right, 90 for 13. So that was weird. I cramped up on both sides on my forearms, the radiobrachialis, or brachioradialis. Bloody hell, I always forget the name of that muscle. Both of my arms cramped up here, like there. Whatever. In my forearms doing that last set. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's the bench press, I have no idea. But that forearm is now cramping. So I might have to go wider on my grip on the bar so I can survive the rest of the sets. I'm gonna start this next set with my normal positioning. Well, not normal, like my just reps positioning. When it gets heavy, I'm gonna go narrower and brace harder and the rest of it. That might not even be possible now because the forearms are playing out, but yeah, let's see. This is part of that whole thing of not doing something for a long time. It starts to kind of surprise you in different spots. Forearms for me today are apparently bloody weird. All right, this is 100 kilos for 12. All right, so this is 110 for 11. All right, 120 for 10. All right, so I'm feeling it now. That's a lot of work to get done. I'm sweating it up. The weight's feeling heavy. I'm breathing hard, which are all signs of the big squat routine. This is tough, man. This is really, really tough, but let's see how long I can go. It's been such a long time that I think I've completely forgotten of how difficult this actually is. I thought 1 to 3 play was going to be semi-okay, but that last set was tough. It was tough. And now the breathing is also the trouble. So I'm going to try and take a bit more break in between these next 3-4 sets. Who knows how long I'm going to last. Next set is going to be 130 and then 140. It's getting heavy. I still got to hit 8 sets. 8 reps to 140, 7 150, 6 160. Man, this is tough. Let me catch my breath and then I'll try 130. $130 for 9. Let me narrow my grip here a bit. Okay, 140 for 8. Okay, so now I'm nearing muscular failure. I'm feeling the quads shake, loss of power. Forearms are still bothering me. I'm trying to flex the other way now, because when I do this, even that locked up. Forearms are fried. Bizarre. But I'm gonna put the pads, the crash pads on for this. I don't feel confident. The weight feels surprisingly lighter than I thought it was gonna feel. I just can't, I don't have confidence. I'm a bit shaky, and my body's distracting me with all these other things like forearms and the upper back. I don't know, it's all weird. I took a long break between the 140, the last set in the 140, the 130 and 140. So I'm gonna try and take a decent break here as well. Try to get 150. Hopefully the reduction of these reps starts to make me feel a little bit better and the breathing settles. But I think what's gonna happen is my quads are gonna start to really fail. And it's gonna be like a sudden fall off a cliff type of moment where you're good, and then all of a sudden, lights out, there's nothing left, end of the show. So let me hit this 150 and see how this treats me. I'm gonna try and relax my forearms a little bit, because that's really distracting. $150 for 7. I swear, one of the hardest things to do in the Pick Squat routine is to count. Screwed that up, man. I did 8 reps at 150. Bloody hell, man. Can't even count. Anyway, so next time is 160 for 6. I'm gonna try real hard here to count properly. This is 160 for 6. All right, 170 for 5. right, there it is. I'm gonna call it there. 170. I'm not gonna attempt 180. That last rep had me shaking, had me grinding. The bar slowed down. My core let go as well. I could feel me releasing the belly. There's a bit of lordosis there. Steadied my quads though. I was quite happy with the fact that I steadied my quads. But it didn't feel solid. So for the first time in 2 years probably, a pig squat routine, after not touching anything above 60 kilos for months, is a very, very good experience. Go back to the 60s now with SSB, not today, but tomorrow onwards. And I might throw in a big squat routine here and there when I have time to recover the following day, because I will be sore tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. My upper back, the skin up here, is screwed. It's incredible how quickly you decondition in some spots. So my back rack, my skin is all bunched up and crinkled. If you've made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you. If you've never tried pig squat routine, I recommend you do. It is an experience. That's all I got, fellas. I will clean up here, go in the house, shower, try eat something. I'm nauseated, but maybe eat some ice cream or something after a session like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.